Once I make my move, the queen will take me. Then you're free to check the king. Check the king.
Wow. I don't know what that means. Are you and I about to go ham here?
Very, very possibly.
Very possibly.
Yes.
Chat, we have a fun stream for you planned today, and it all hinges on it's not going to break.
It all hinges on a knife's
It hinges
edge.
on it's not going to get broken. That's the goal.
We believe we have figured out the technical difficulties.
Yeah.
We will see. Let's cut that off. Every time I close a Chrome tab, a stream gets its wings.
Brody says Joel just cranks the music for a second. Did you crank it?
I didn't intend to if I did. Maybe it was an issue on your side. Chat, what's up? How we doing?
How could it have been my issue? Oh, you mean Brody's?
Brody's side. I don't default to everything's your fault, just most of it.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah, not everything. I give you some benefit of the doubt.
That's good. That's all I look for. All right, this is also going to be a little bit of a meme because I'm kind of having some sort of head cold. There's some new hot disease trucking around LA that they came up with.
You always got to get in on the trends, don't you?
Some sweet new respiratory thing that's like the new hot.
Such a trend.
Everybody wants it. And so my wonderful girlfriend brought it to me. We don't even have kids. So
why does it matter?
I don't know
who brought it? Why does it matter?
She brought it over. Gave it to me. I was having a great vibe past few days. And now my vibe has changed to sad, angry baby. And
so back to normal then.
Just back to normal. And yeah, it is what it is.
Good. Well, I'm sorry you're feeling that way, man. I know the pain. I hate being sick. Seems like ever since we had a kid, we just kind of pop around in the sickness. Jake and Joe, are you speculating cardboard rectangles and can dead gummy?
I need to have like a key that I can mute you as soon as you go into it.
Just have a
every
single time,
bro. Yes,
like,
just something like that where I could just be like, oh, he's doing his thing.
Yeah, it's like every time I go, it's just gonna say that.
I just like if I see it pop up as like a thing, I'll just give it a heart, like I will right here. We'll give it a heart, and then I'll mute you while you read.
Every time I say,
"What's up?" Thank you for the 5.
It just does this over here. Oh my god. Yeah. Chat. I'm trying to see if the stream is gonna just stabilize and be beautiful. How's everyone's experience right now? Everyone feeling good with their streaming experience? If you're not familiar, we had some technical issues last week, and my computer, it just was like good night and went to bed.
Yeah, we were with technology, what they like to do sometimes is put new hot shit in with whatever the latest update is.
Oh yeah.
And so for some reason clipping got turned on, and so every single time we did something on Discord, the computer was like, yeah, let's clip that.
I'll record it.
And
I'll
so,
record it for you.
Let's record that.
I'll record
in case you want to watch it back. Or
I see you recording, but I'll record too.
Send it to a database.
I'll record too. We don't want them to be an intern on the channel. They just keep coming at us. I'll record it too.
Yeah. It's like we don't even need it recorded. We didn't even consent to having it be recorded, but so it is.
So
it's just recorded.
Y'all,
smooches to you. Look,
before we get too far into this, want to shout out our sponsors on the channel, making us able to do this as our full-time jobs. What did you say? Oh yeah, that's right. Y'all, my last day at my corporate job is next Tuesday, and I'm free. I'm gonna do an Ezio. There's an Assassin's Creed set this year, so I'm trying to tie it into MTG. I'm gonna do an Ezio off of the corporate tower into creating MTG content full-time. So thank you to the sponsors, and thank you to the support of the patrons who are allowing me to achieve that goal.
Big thing about Patreon that we could kind of talk about. I know that this is a stream that we're going to be talking about Ravnica Remastered, but there's going to be a lot of that. But we are putting a lot of time into the top of this year restructuring Jake and Joel and figuring out new best practices for videos, but then also for Patreon, looking at ways where we could be more involved with that, because we do have a Commander League, but it's also a meme that people say, oh, Jake and Joel, they don't even play in their own Commander League.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we got a lot of stuff to figure out.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that we're going to figure out this year, but just know if you're somebody who's lurking and you're like, man, what are Jake and Joel doing with the Patreon? It's very much one of our main goals this year to revamp that and make that something bigger than what it currently is.
Thanks to everybody who's saying congrats. Really do appreciate it. Jake and I have worked a long time on this, and he and I being able to achieve that goal is a fantastic moment. I just happen to have that, you know, hard finish date on mine, so I'm able to celebrate that day for sure. Card Conduit, best place to sell your cards online. Sponsor on the channel. If you want to just get rid of a bunch of bulk rares up $1 or better, put them all in a box. Jake will tell you about his experience with Card
different
Conduit.
services.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, my experience with Card Conduit was great. I think it was estimated, if all my cards had been near mint, that I would have got paid $480 for what I sent in, but because there was some stuff that was lightly played, I believe my payout was around like $430, $440. So right around that range that I expected. I did a curated service where I did all the sorting ahead of time. Joel is talking about a different service where you could just send them stuff.
Yeah.
And you would want to make sure, using their price check tool, that it is at least something that's worth at least, you know, like 30 cents, 50 cents. You don't want to send them bulk, because then you're just like sending them stuff to send them stuff, you know.
For sure. We'll do a sponsor segment once we're well into our Ravnica stuff, and we'll go to their website and look at their details on that. TCG Player, also sponsor on the channel, official store online at Jake and Joel Magic. If you're buying cards online, use our link over there. Dragon Shield, best sleeves in the multiverse, and Moxfield. If you're putting deck lists on the internet, you definitely need to be using Moxfield. Thanks to the sponsors of the channel for sure. Jake, I think the first thing we got to talk about here before we jump into Ravnica Remastered is that there was a secret layer announced that is kind of wild. Let's swap over and look at this. Secret layer raining cats and dogs. Well,
we saw this. Did they spoil the deck?
They have not spoiled the deck yet, but we've got this Excelente reprint. I looked over here. Roaming Throne, by the way, up to $20.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I want to get these super chats really quick. $2 from William. Says, selfishly stoked for me to get more MTG content. Thank you, William, for the $2. And then also Jay Lorston getting in with $7. Says, 3? Is this maybe like 3 years you've been here? Thank you for the $7. We appreciate you. Oh, their third super on a live stream. I see. Okay, sweet. It's your third super chat. I gotcha. YouTube is showing us something. I didn't know what that was.
They're giving us some info.
They're giving us info.
I didn't even know that was a thing. All hail the stream monarch. Jay Lorston coming in with the $7. Hell yeah. I wanted to look over here at the like recent cats and stuff that are charting on the Rin and Siri deck and see if there's anything that, I mean, like Sovereign Oakeneck. Did you ever play this one in limited? When it attacks for each creature you control a power greater than that creature's base power, put a number of 1/1 counters on the difference. Equal to the difference?
No. Is that a new card?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think that some of these new cards in the short term could see some interesting movement. I don't know. I'd look for any cats you got that are coming out in the last like year that probably aren't going to be printed right into a pre-con like this, straight out of the secret lair. We know that the Anointed Procession, is that the one? That's the one that's being reprinted in there, right?
Anointed Procession is the big one. That
was the teaser. So they're looking at token doublers, looking at cat tokens, so cards like Ojertak. But I mean, I don't know if there's any reason to ever think that Roaming Throne and Ojertak are going to go down in price outside of a reprint, right?
Well, we thought that Ojertak might be overvalued, but I mean, it comes into that niche of cards, that specific grouping of cards that you just want redundancy, and so you like want all of them, you know?
Right.
So Roaming Throne, Travis says up to $20. What did I tell you in Atlanta? Roaming Throne to the moon. Yeah, not super surprised on this one, man.
Not shocked.
It is just like anything that has an activated ability, you want to put it in, especially if it's on your commander. It's very hard for this card not to go into a lot of commander decks. Very hard for people to ignore it.
I'm interested to see the price of this, but my not financial advice is that if we go and look at Secret Lair Angels, what was the name of the Angels deck? Somebody who bought it.
Angelic something.
Oh, Angels, they're just like us but cooler and with wings.
That's right. Definitely not what I said.
Yeah, dude. Somebody told me that this was the case. Look at this.
Look at that ripping.
Bro,
that's
look at this thing.
Ripping.
What?
And here's the thing about it is it's like a pseudo reserve list, man. And I know we talk about it, people talk about it. It's something that people say it's like a reserve list art that only exists within this. Now, a ton of people bought it. There are a ton of copies out. Once they dry up, you know, we were just talking about that Commander's Plate. That's a card that's super sexy. You can only find it there.
Yeah. I want to see if we've got pictures here of this actual product. Yeah, here we go. They're still here.
Yeah, they keep everything in there, so you could go back and just look at all the past sales.
I want to see the art. This is what I wanted to see. Yep, that one you were talking about. I wanted to pull this up. Yeah, this one is ripping. Is the coin flip one doing the same thing? Secret Lair.
Heads I win, tails you lose.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. John Reed with the 10 says, you guys think Anointed Procession reprint even touches the price on that card? I wouldn't call it a meaningful reprint, John, to be honest.
John Reed, new Stream Monarch. All hail the Stream Monarch. Outgoing Stream Monarch.
Say it doesn't really affect it.
Jay Lorshin, thank you. John Reed, all hail. Crowns in chat for the Stream Monarch.
And the reason, Mr. Stream Monarch, the reason that I don't think it's going to move it that much is because you're going to have people that buy this deck that don't open it. You're going to have people that buy this deck and keep it all together because they want all the cards to be on theme. And so what you want for a meaningful reprint is for Anointed to show up in like a Masters product, in like a Commander Masters where, you know, there's 4 spots in the pack in the draft booster where you can pull rares or mythics, and then you get a nice adjustment on price. But no, probably not in here.
This is wild.
I mean, look
man.
at all these decks.
My Heads I Win, Tails You Lose deck came in Pringle form. It was awesome. I got a cigar humidor for Christmas from my brother-in-law. And so I'm going to take my secret. I'm going to make a video out of this, bro, because my Heads I Win, Tails You Lose deck is basically unplayable. I'm going to go through the process of putting it in the humidor and videoing, trying to get this deck back to flat.
This is great. You should actually reach out to Nikachu because I'm pretty sure Nikachu did something similar and
really?
Yeah, you should compare notes. I mean, honestly, you wouldn't even need to compare notes. There's a video. I can track it down for you. But I think Nikachu had positive results.
That's what I need. I need positive results because this deck, it looks cool, but is wildly unplayable.
This didn't even have a non-foil option, did it?
Negative. Not to my memory. Not to my memory.
I have some Commander Masters cards that I would like, or Commander Legends cards I would love to send into your humidor. If I could kill any foil in the history of Magic, it would be the Commander Legends foils.
Bring them on over to the humidor, baby. Let's get a little moist. Yeah, man.
That sounds nice.
My not financial advice is hie thee to the Secret Lair website when they say this is going on sale and grab you a copy. If you have the means, not financial advice, but if you have the means, I would say one could consider buying 2 copies. So that they can sell the second copy down the road and get a free copy of Raining Cats and Dogs.
Oh, Joel, don't you give people that idea now. That's just smart economics.
I'm not over here trying to become an MTG millionaire. I just want to play for free. Is that too much to ask?
That is, you're asking something, and I don't think it's too much. No, I would say buying cat and dog cards
Yeah,
is
dude.
pretty much the easiest no-brainer. It would
The
be
only
like,
thing that would be worse is if they were like, now we have an anime cat and dog deck. And then I'd be like, well, all right, they beat it. They beat it. But this one is like the only thing that could make this push to the next level is if they go, it's $200, but it includes a mana crypt.
oh,
How about
God,
that?
that'd be great.
Oh, did I just tickle your pickle a little bit? Because
I mean, a
want to
mana
start
crypt would be
seeing,
great.
dude, I
but
just want to
that's not
start
gonna
seeing
happen.
some
That'd
like
be cool.
I'm bored with the
Some
$30
moves?
secret layers that I don't buy. I want to see a $500 secret layer that I don't buy. I want them to start doing $250 secret layers that have ridiculous shit. I want a gold-plated Renin Siri that on the back has a I don't know, a QR code to something.
Not financial spaghetti.
Okay.
What? I did that with Q-Tip Brute.
Yeah. Look, I need to follow up my previous statement. My previous statement was not financial advice. Buy two, sell one later, get a free copy. The other end of that is products that are slam dunks. Secret Lair Phyrexia. Let's check in on this one. Is this the one that's got all the Praetors and the Praetor treatments? Yes.
Yeah, but that shit's booty cheddar, man. I want to be able to read my cards. There's a reason that one sucks.
Okay, so
and
what's like a? I'm trying to make the point
it's,
that if the layer gets over purchased, it can go in the other direction, and it'll take. I just think it's more of a matter of time, honestly. There's just nothing bad about this that I see, especially seeing the reception to coin flips and angels. Like I hadn't seen those numbers, and somebody mentioned that the Angels deck was spiking, and so I saw this one and went and checked on the coin flip, and I was just like, "What the? I can't believe this."
Let's talk for a second about why this product works so well. It's a relevant creature type.
Yeah.
We have exclusive art that only appears in it.
Right.
I mean, it's a fully assembled deck ready to go.
It's ready to go. It's ready. Okay, people who purchased this, $150. People who purchased Angels, they're just like us, but cooler and with wings. Why did you do
Travis has this.
What was your main motivator for purchasing this deck? And try and be honest with yourself and with chat and me and Jake. You can lie to chat,
is cool
but don't
also
lie to me and Jake.
It ages well. The more Angels that come out, you can always come back to this one.
Oh, dude.
So,
yeah, I mean, it's a kindred deck. It's a project deck. It's whatever you want to call it. You're absolutely right.
Sure. Yeah, I don't like the heads I win, tails you lose one because I don't really like flip cards that much.
Corey, I'm with you. I slept on the Angel deck and I have regrets as well. I wish I had purchased this one. I passed on this one. Wish I hadn't. Jake, to your point, I purchased the flip one. Let's look up the flip one. What was that one called? I purchased the flip one.
You lose, right?
No, the flip cards.
That's right.
Dual side. There was another one.
Oh God, I don't even remember.
Flip them up. Flippity flip. Does it have deck? Secret Lair Commander deck. Here we go. Commander deck. Q-to Brute. That's it, right?
What? OMG kitties. Exactly, Wildcat.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Exactly.
All right, so this one is not
terrible. Because people don't like those flip cards.
Yeah, but
no,
it's not
it had an adjustment down.
Well, and also I heard that this deck was like wildly unplayable out of the box in some capacities. They just went ham on the flip card thing. But I think a lot of people just wanted a single from it, like me. I ended up canceling this order before it came in. But I don't regret this one a lot. I even think if this one was spiking, I wouldn't regret it. But with the Angels deck, I think would have sleeved this up and played it.
This is right up your alley too, dude, because this is the kind of thing you like. You like to have the deck and keep it in whatever form it was designed. And
I don't know why I passed on this one. I just did. But yeah, I mean, all of that to say, this Raining Cats and Dogs Commander deck, we're still previewing. You know, we've only seen the Commander, and we saw Anointed Procession.
We know Anointed Procession is in it. We know we get a Renin Siri.
Right.
We know that it's going to have probably all the good relevant cats and dogs. I mean, Can we look at cats and dogs on Scryfall and just see what the like most expensive cards are?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Let's just go type
Is cat is dog
USD.
Yeah. Oh, okay, so
There
it's
you
some
go.
P3K shit that we
Hunting
need to
cheetah.
ignore.
Whenever it deals damage to an opponent, you can search your library for a forest, reveal that card, put it into your hand, and then shuffle. Well, combat damage, go get a forest. This is a $59 card.
Bro, now say they reprint that. That's a really easy way to get people to be hyped and go, my God, we're getting Hunting Cheetah reprint finally in the cat deck. That's a card that is this value, but anybody who has been here for Secret Lair is going to see right through it. But there are going to be some people who go, Hunting Cheetah, dude, that's the only spot you can get Hunting Cheetah.
Yes!
You know?
Reprints, they'd probably upshifted to rare. You know, look at this one. Now, you know how many people are playing Green and Commander. Welcome back to Jake and Joel review PTK
so
cards.
stupid.
We should tier list the most expensive PTK cards. That would be not a worthy use of our time. Brimaz King. Wow,
that would be cool. This seems like probably an include. Oh, it's in a Secret Lair drop.
Yeah, it was in the one with all the different commanders.
Okay, so we know it's on the table.
Yeah, we know it's on the table for Secret Lairs, even though it's a $17 card. This is gonna be in there. This has got to be in there. It's a good place to reprint
even the Boro.
Yep.
Does the Boro have Eminence? Was that an Eminence General?
Arabo?
It is.
Yes.
So that is not going to be in there.
I mean, if it's not in there, this is going to spike. It was.
Oh yeah, I mean, people will. Oh wait, they did reprint it.
Drew with the $10 super chat, challenging the current Monarch. Monarch fight! Drew said, look at the foil D&D Honor Among Thieves secret. Oh my God, dude, I know. I looked at the Honor Among Thieves.
Is it ripping?
Well, there's cards in there that'll never be reprinted, I guess.
Yeah.
Secret Lair Honor.
Sparks, what's up?
Here it is. God, dude.
Oh, shut up. This thing was freaking... You could have ordered this at like...
$30,
60,
$40. What was it?
40.
For the foil. Yeah.
How much was the foil on this?
I'm pretty sure it was 50. I'm pretty sure this was 50. Let's see.
Free tendies, dude.
Get that shit out of here.
It's gonna be 40. It is though.
Oh my God.
It's just free tendies. I did not order this, and
neither did I. Yeah, I mean, at some point I would assume these are gonna get universes within reprints. I would assume.
Yo, what's the non-foil version of this worth on TCG?
Let's go back to TCG and answer all our questions. Secret
Answer all the
Lair
questions.
Honor. Boink. What?
Damn, bro.
Market price 114.
Still, for something that was probably $40, right? Yeah. It's not bad, man. I mean, it is like a pseudo reserve list kind of thing. If it's never going to be reprinted again, at least
like this
in this right that capacity.
If you want to play Captain Kirk as Edge and Larcenous Lutenist, you got to get this version. And this version
Captain
is probably
Kirk. Yes.
Edging. $50.
Davey, the person who just
and climbing. Yeah,
that card by itself pays for the layer.
Cards to FOMO on. Episode 1, Secret Lair Drop Series, Honor Among Thieves. This one has gone off. This one has spun out of a muck. Raining Cats and Dogs is probably a good use of your resources to acquire it, not financial advice.
Yeah, I would think so as well. I tend to agree with you, especially because cats and dogs, people are going to gravitate toward that either way.
Yep, it could go the other way. I saw the people making the point in chat. It could go the other way, where maybe in the short term, it's not such a pop off, easy buy two, get one for free kind of deal like I was talking about. But it feels like a matter of time for this sort of product because just of everything we're seeing.
And people got so mad at Secret Lair Walking Dead, you remember?
Oh man. Do I remember?
New formats were made.
I lived it.
What a time.
I lived it. So
See, now
OMG
that's what's
Kitties
funny.
hit a wall.
Walking Dead is only $60. Like, that's what's crazy to me. Yeah.
Well, I bet that people bought that in
Probably so.
The droves. Yep, look at that.
Yeah, just in degenerate amounts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see what happens with this cats and dogs layer, but a lot of signs, chat, as you can see here tonight, point to it'll at least be worth your money to pick this one up.
It'll be a success.
Yep. I think this one's going to be a success for them for sure.
It's not going to come out and go down in price. Let's just say that.
No, I don't think that is the future of the cats and dogs secret lair.
Right.
By any means. All right, let's look at some Ravnica Remastered. Let me close all this cat and dog stuff. Prices of boxes. We got a collector box opening from our friend Lance Cothern, aka Strong Fingers, aka Rip and Ship. I'm gonna try and I think I lost your audio.
Chat, we have 185 people watching. Can we get to 69 likes? We're super close. If you are enjoying the stream, that's a great way to support. And then Joel, yeah, you did have some other info for us, right? Some numbers. Small numbers.
Yeah, for the box.
Okay, cool.
Box openings, and then I got some notes from Lance as well.
Nico with another 15. Thank you, Nico. Really appreciate that. It says, where do you think the final price for that copy of Ren and Syria will land?
Oof.
Oh,
we don't know
yet,
Nico. It's really tough to tell that because we don't yet know how much that deck is going to cost. And so relative value in there is going to be nearly impossible to look at or consider.
Min 15, probably like $15 minimum if I had to guess.
Yeah,
if I had to pull a number out of my head, I would say between $15 and $20 by itself.
Nico,
probably.
New Stream Monarch. All hail, all hail. Sorry our other tenor never got. Drew, we appreciate
John says,
that super
AKA
chat.
Strong Fingers.
Drew,
well, Lance opens more packs than anybody on the planet.
That's AK. Y'all don't know Strong Fingers? That's
Lance's fingers have abs. No one knows this. Lance's fingers have smaller arms on them.
Have smaller arms that in themselves have stronger fingers than any of y'all have.
That's
any
right.
of y'all.
His fingers have arms that lift weights and work out by them. Each
Stronger
hand
than
is like
any
a
of
mini
y'all.
lance. Each finger is a mini lance. Let's just say that.
Each finger is an entrepreneur individually, working in different sectors.
Wow. Now we're getting into something deep.
His left pinky is going through a nasty divorce.
Oh, Spectre. I didn't even realize that other Ren and Siri was around. I'm happy I bought those. I have like 2 or 3 of those. Okay, cool.
His index finger keeps everybody else in line. Nico, thank you very much. All hail, all hail.
Is this a live stream or is this just like...
This is
this is... Never mind. I see.
This is a live stream that we're going to attempt to watch here. I'm really pushing it. We went from having technical issues to I'm going to watch a YouTube video with you while I share my screen to you and we stream it. Here we go.
Zed, Card Conduit does not take like bulk because they're going to charge you 3 cents per card. So you wouldn't want to send them trash or like basic lands or anything like that.
All right, chat. Our friend Lance, who you cannot see because Jake is being really rude and standing right in front of him for some reason.
Let's know.
Is a master pack opener. I want to get a sense of what our collectors like from the loam there in a Fibblethit. I want to get a sense, Jake, of what our collectors feel like to open. Let's just go to normal speed. These collector boosters, all right, a little retro, nice looking chromatic lantern there. We can do this on 1.5, I bet.
That's pretty good. Or just do 1.25. 1.25 is good. We could take a look at it. So after this, we got Massacre Girl, Teysa, Tidespout. All right, so go ahead and pause it for a second.
Foil Nicol Bolas. Was that a Stomping Ground or was that a...
That was just the Gruul Guildgate, I believe.
Yeah, there it is.
So you got Bolas, Massacre Girl, Tidespout. You know, thankfully we're not trying to sell packs, but you know, that's not what I want. I know like there's a ton of variants and stuff.
Yeah,
and each pack is like its own lottery ticket. But when it comes down to like $30 a pack or whatever these are, 25 a pack, I don't know. I have flashbacks to Dominaria Remastered where I'm like, I just kind of want to wait it out, you know?
Oh, that's a beautiful.
I mean, that is cool though.
Did you see that?
Dreadbore used to be a huge hit too. I mean, Court of Calling,
I like that.
Steam Vents. I mean, that's beautiful. Court of Calling is also a great card.
How do you feel about that treatment?
I like that treatment, but I know like because so many of these are being open that, you know, the magic collector in me knows to like wait and buy some of these.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Later.
Chat, basically how we're going to try and divide this up, because the whole financial aspect of Ravnica Remastered is a big topic. We're going to look at box prices. We wanted to get a sense and a feel of the opening so that we all kind of... Sphinx Revelation, ooh, Sacred Foundry. That's 2 shocks in the last 2 packs.
I mean, I do love that there's so many shock lands that are going into circulation, because I will fill out my play sets on stuff that needs to be filled out. I think I only have like 1 Overgrown Tomb and one of a couple other ones.
Pack Rat, Retro Godless Shrine, Foil Arclight, and a Foil Stomping Ground. That was a nice pack.
That's a ton of really good stuff.
Yeah. Really is. So Chad, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna watch this first. There's Foil Stomping Ground, Watery Grave.
That. Okay,
I like that pack. That's pretty fun.
I mean, I even like the retro guild gates too.
Yeah.
RVR Shield.
We're gonna look at box prices. We're gonna look at sealed prices and see what it's at right now, what the expected value is. Spectre the mod, aka the numbers guy. Everybody, numbers in chat. What do we do here? What do we do? Time symbols in chat. Time symbols in chat for Spectre.
Spectre didn't do any work for this, did he?
Spectre, yeah, he did. Yeah, he's got the.
Oh God, Spectre.
Look at that foil DRS, and Lance is just like ho hum foil DRS.
That card used to be
the boomer.
A big thing.
That's the boomer in me talking. It's just oh man, look at that. That's a cool looking card.
So like the retro versions of stuff, I mean, I am a sucker for that, I will say.
Yeah.
As far as it being like a gotcha game, I am a sucker for that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I love this look, man. So we're gonna look at sealed box prices and see where they're at, see where they've been. New Krinko there. And
Priest of Forgotten Gods. How did I forget to get rid of my Priest of Forgotten Gods? I'm just the worst. I'm seriously the worst. I have tons of those.
Don't be so easy on yourself. Go harder so you don't forget next time.
I mean, damn, bro. Like, what am I even doing? Why did I buy extra Priests of Forgotten Gods if I'm just going to wait forever so that they can be opened in mass?
You can play 4 Magic games at once, like a chess master.
Like I'm quad boxing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Then we want to cover our sponsors once we look at the box prices here in a second and look at the EV of the boxes going into this weekend when it releases on the 12th. That's this weekend, right? Yeah, that's Friday. And then going to talk about our sponsors, and then after we're going to look at the individual pulls, and we'll look at top singles, what the prices are of the individual pulls, try and get some target prices for y'all because I know you're wondering, and we'll also take a peek at Dominaria Remastered. Probably Jake and I like to go back and compare, because what does history do but teach us lessons? Oh,
ooh, Ooh.
Oh, that's a good pull
Oh,
too.
this is a pack that was supposed to be my pack.
Yeah, Jake, this is Jake's spirit pack
This
right
is
here.
my pack. I was just talking about I need Overgrown Tomb and then Bruvac.
Foil retro overgrown, and man, Rob Alexander killed it on that. I love that look. Bruvac showcase anime. I don't know what they call this.
It's the anime one,
but anime Bruvac the Grandiloquent.
Yeah,
sort of Perrin's prime speaker and a foil Guildgate retro.
I mean, there's cool shit that we're not giving much weight to, or is the word credence,
sure,
like gutter
sure.
snipe, like that arboreal grazer.
Foil anime treatments, I think, are going to be one of the signposts for this set, y'all, because a lot of this stuff is just becoming ho-hum. The shocks, I can't see any world where they don't crash, just like all of everything else has it in the land category when a major reprint like this, especially when there are multiple versions. And so if Shocklands aren't going to carry the price of this set, the only way the price of this set long-term gets carried, in my opinion, is these foil anime treatments being desirable. We will see over time if they are desirable, but I just can't. Look at Dominaria Remastered. The extended stuff in there is playable and cool, but that whole set just crashed. It's interesting to
I don't know why they reprinted Tomek, but whatever.
You need some filler for a Ravnica set, dude. Get the characters up in there. Get the characters up in there.
I've just opened way too many of those, I guess.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
So,
that's a good card.
this card is gonna be nutty. I feel like this is gonna be one of the carriers. One of the big pulls here is foil anime Cyclonic Rift. That's a cow in the front. This card has a meme on it.
That is a good meme.
It just looks really cool overall. It's an anime card that doesn't look like an anime card. So people like me who the treatment just doesn't do anything for, I look at this and I'm like, oh, that's a sweet looking piece. And it's got a cow. That's pretty sweet.
Levi says, buy your $3 shocks, people. And John says, $3, go home, Levi, you're drunk. I don't know if they get down to 3.
What do y'all think they get to, chat? What do you think shocks get down to?
5.
We're
5
going
for
to talk about
non-blue.
some targets, but we can talk now. $5 for the blue ones, non-blue ones.
For non-blue, yeah. Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. Ugh, retro cards are so
I mean, other than that, though, that pack is pretty booty.
Tame as fuck, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
Less than tame. Psychonic Whip. Yeah, I want to say whiffed. Psychonic whiffed. Psychonic whiffed. Yeah, Drew,
Spark
that's
double,
what you want to
Rakdos.
look at is when a set like this comes out, go through, soak up some staple stuff, get some extra like Commander Masters. If those prices continue to go down, oh baby. If those
Green Pool
prices,
and Arclight are cool.
hey, and an
Hollowed.
extra shock in that. So you
I mean, why
can
not,
get
right?
like 3 shocks in a pack?
You can.
Wow.
You get a lot of them.
Oh, that's hot.
Guardian
Guardian
Project,
Project.
that's a good. Did Guardian Project get upshifted to Mythic?
I believe it did, yeah.
No, it
My
did
computer's singing right now, so I'm not going to do any swip swapping. Oh my god, that Overgrown Tomb is hot. I've got a 3 ways coming out, 3 ways to build Ravnica Remastered coming out on Saturday. And Savra, this commander is one of the 3 commanders that I built for that, because I think people are going to find it and go, oh, people who haven't seen it before, they're going to be like, oh, this is a cool treatment and it's a cool commander.
Levi isn't. I mean, even Scalding Tarn is sub 20. Pretty sure. I can't believe that they got the
Levi,
Misty and Scalding below 20.
those
but
fetches
they did.
got around. There were 10s. There were $10.
Yeah, the bad ones or the non-blue ones. Yeah.
Right.
Arid got to 10. That's for sure. Marsh for sure got to 10.
Look at those fingers go, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Anime Guardian Project.
Oh, it is
nice
Mythic.
Pull.
Wow. They upshifted that.
That's a nice pull. Anime Guardian Project. That one looks cool too. I like that.
I mean, the pulls are great. My problem here is it's 30 a pack, dude.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, that'll pay for it.
All right. So
I've heard the rates on these are pretty good. Sorry, chat. I'm kind of under. So if you see me
snot mode over there, it's all good.
I'm in snot mode, bro.
Everyone send your healing energy to Jake's nose. Look, 188 out of 500. We're looking at it. This, I'm hoping, this is good for players. Collectors have something to target, and players get to reap the benefits of more boxes being cracked open, hopefully, and putting a lot of supply into the market.
This is why DMR. This is what DMR was missing, dude.
Correct.
Yeah.
How do you feel, Jake? How does it feel to see another serialized set?
I mean, it is what it is at this point. The fact that they do 500 of each of these cards, it's like there's a ton of serialized stuff out there these days. So it's as long as people are interested in this kind of stuff, they're going to go for it. You know, if DMR had serialized Force of Wills in it, serialized tutors like Worldly, all of that stuff, it would have probably sold a lot better. And I mean, this product is the land hunt. You know, Bruvac can only carry the product so far, right? We're here for Shocklands.
Everybody only needs so many copies of Bruvac before they're like, my collection is satisfied. I no longer need a Bruvac. Thank you.
Yeah, like there's cool stuff like Life from the Loam, Golgari Grave Troll that we see back there. But, you know, the big thing is the serialized Shocklands.
You know what it makes me nervous about? I'm legitimately nervous for Modern Horizons 3. I think that set is going to be ridiculous.
It's going to have some crazy stuff. And that's this year.
That is this year. That is this year. That one's going to be nuts, man. That one's just going to be nuts.
Wolfsbane with the 2 says, mostly just want anime Savra, Queen of the Golgari.
Hey.
And yeah, go out there and buy that.
That commander is in that video on Saturday. Somebody was like, please do a video on that. It's coming out. It'll be here on Saturday. Enjoy it. Comment on there and be like, I was on the stream. You talked about this. Yes, Average a sweet commander. I really feel like sets like this are reintroductions to people that didn't get to play this. And so people will run into commanders and be like, oh, this is really sweet. Even though it's like old to us. They'll be like, oh, this is tight.
This set is really good for people that don't have any of these cards.
Oh, 100%.
It's amazing for those people. For those people that are like, yeah, you know, I've been playing with my friends, but a lot of my friends have been playing Magic for a long time. I haven't been playing for a long time. They have all the cool lands. This is how you have to get into collecting. I mean, we should probably have videos on like how to collect Magic the Gathering in 2023, where we've talked about this. You know that we have.
That's
it's great.
Idea. John Reed, thank you for the 14 months as a token creature. Remember, if you want to become a token creature, you do get our anthem. You will get +1/+1 flying, first strike, indestructible, and vigilance. However, we do have to sacrifice one of you at the beginning of each turn, so keep your head down when Jake starts looking around.
Bruvac quest? Oh my god.
But go ahead and join the token creatures if you want to get our anthem. Appreciate you.
Yeah, John, thank you for being a member for 14 months. Oh, it is also worth noting, Joel, I don't think I told you this, but I did do badge updates. So we now have a 36-month and a 48-month badge.
What? Hell yeah.
Yeah,
how many 36-monthers do we have?
You know, I don't even know, but there are a handful. Like Bobby Z, I think, is one that's 36 months. Jank, I think, is 36 months. There were a couple badges that changed, and then I'm not going to talk about it anymore because I'm so congested.
Wolfsbane with the $2 said Savra got really good when pest tokens came out. Bro, I couldn't agree anymore. Hey, look at that. We're just ho-humming a retro, Temple Garden into retro Dark Confidant. My, how the mighty have fallen. My,
Dark Confidant used to be a card. Now he goes to parties with Tarmogoyf and Liliana the Veil, and they're like, you guys remember Jund?
They don't know how good we used to be.
We used to be sweet.
Yeah,
And they're
Wolfsbane.
yeah,
in
we're
that,
just fair now.
Oh, Jake, you should play Timeless. I'm seeing Tarmogoyf getting some play in Timeless if you wanted to whip
that's
out
cool.
the old Tarmies again. But I don't know if they're going to last in the meta.
Dude,
Everybody's exploring everything like crazy right now. It'll be interesting when we get the first major tournament of it to see what the meta folds out to be. That's the first bird I've seen. And this is a pretty
that
sweet bird.
Was cool.
I like that bird, man. That's a good looking bird.
You know, we complain a lot about 30th anniversary edition, but the 30th anniversary
30th
edition
anniversary
store
edition?
promos
Yeah.
are actually really cool.
Oh, yeah. I couldn't agree more. There's one I'm targeting right now. I need that Urza one.
Yeah, there's a Tarmogoyf one that is in the old Future Sight border in foil.
Yeah.
It's like $50 right now, but if Tarmogoyf were a big played card like it used to be, I could see those being a pretty penny.
Another Domri, another Tolsimir. Oh man, I would just be like, dude, I got so many Tolsimirs.
Oh, Billy says, "Hey Jake, I need a full list for my Pantlaza." You're talking to Joel. Joel put that list together.
Go to Scryfall and type in type:*dinosaur sort EDH rec and add those to your deck.
We'll pin that in a comment.
Yeah, the promos are really sweet. So, I mean, overall, this looks like a fun set to open and draft. I will say that. This limited environment,
to go draft it.
Smashing all of these sets together looks really sweet. If they put this, I don't know if they're putting this on MTGO or not. I need to check. But if they do, let me see. Ravnica Remastered MTGO? Question mark? Or maybe they'll like all the cards are there. I don't need the treatments, but if they would do a cube of this or something, I just want to play this set as it's put together by the designers with 9+ Ravnica sets all smashed together. I think that's a really fun idea. You're muted.
Did they put this on Arena?
No, it's not going to Arena. I'm trying to find if it's going to be on MTGO or not. Nico says it'll be on MTGO. Okay. Yeah, we might get a draft of this going.
Yeah, that would be a good time.
We got next week, y'all. Next week starts up the coverage on first major set of the year. We got Murders at Not Ravnica Manor. We've got coverage of that starts Tuesday. We will be live in the middle of the day for the reveal of Murders at Karlov Manor, and then that'll be what we're covering. But if we can squeeze in a draft sometime,
that would be great.
I bet we can get that.
That'd be great. And then we should talk about this, but we are in the process of putting together a plan to go to Colorado in February, which is going to be really smart for weather.
Oh, that Tesa is tight. Yeah, I mean, overall, if it's gonna be premium packs, it's tough for me. It's tough for me.
I mean, it's cool. Like the anime, like the Tesa, for example, like those are great commanders. The problem is I've seen so much of this stuff over and over and over again to where I'm like, I can only be so hyped on the new variant, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, we've been in such a reprint run, man. 17 T-Bone 99 says, so is this just full of playable cards that are already affordable for the most part? Yes.
Right.
That is the best summation of this that I've seen so far. Wait, you got to sprinkle serialized old border shocklands on it. Sprinkle that on top. And then it's just a bunch of playable cards that were already affordable that are going to get pushed even further down in price. Shocklands are coming
100%.
back. It's tough for me to justify the premium price, except for the fact that they're like, there's serialized. What do you think, y'all?
Yeah. I did see someone open a 420 of something. It wasn't a Shockland. It was something. What's cracking collectibles? What's up? Good to see you. Says, is it just me or are the anime cards holding a nice little value before official release? I'm not surprised if they are the anime cards.
before release prices are gonna be jacked. It's all gonna be where we're at by like this time next week or in the next 2 weeks to establish some top lines, and then we'll get that fall off over the next 6 months. $16.50 right now for a collector booster display case. About $250 for a collector booster box of this. $250.
Matt says I have cereals I can't get rid of. Yeah, I mean the market determines what people will pay for the card.
What card are they? What card are they? That's going to be huge at this point, because serialized for serialized sake is not going to pull it off anymore. Neon Ink.
Fighting Irish says, why is Guardian Project a mythic in this set? Well, because money. Yeah, Pistol Pete has it. Yeah, it really is. The card hit a certain threshold that it was worth, and then they decided to make it a mythic because of it. I'm calling it now serialized fetches in Modern Horizons 3. I mean, you're probably not far away.
Matt, once you start getting these things repeated, they become less special. And so then it starts being determined by card. Like this red Hidetsugu, we've got in a year since we started doing it, $200 drop.
Wow.
No telling where it got to out above that.
I remember that card being 2,300, dude.
Yeah, exactly. But now
you don't want to buy it 2,300 and have your 2,300 go to 800.
No, ooh. But look, the rarest mana crypt is 950.
No, that's not the rarest one. It's the multicolor one. They might not even have it on here. No, it's not that. It looks like that, but it has red, green, and yellow on it, and some blue.
Oh,
yeah, they don't even have it on
available here.
Yeah, it probably isn't even available. You can find it on eBay. I've found it on eBay before. It's very expensive.
eBay.
Mana Crypt, sort by price, high to low, and you'll find it.
Mana Crypt. Oh, look at this one. Oh, wow. Now we're talking. Chat. Not financial advice. Mana Crypt just got a brand new reprint. We're looking at AI art featuring cats and jewels from an app game. Make sure you pick up this Mana Crypt, only $8, 4 available. 5 have sold, showing you that demand is there. I'm making a short here. If everybody can keep it down, I'm trying to make a short.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to buy this?
You need to get it together over there.
I am. I'm getting it together with that cat so that we can.
All right. The lowest I can find this Mana Crypt for is $4,000.
8 4 buy it now, but they got 2,500 with 0 bids and 4 days left. Oof. Oof. Do you want a 9.5 World Wake Jace the Mind Sculptor for $1,000?
No, thank you.
Oh man, this could be a segment, exploring eBay listings.
Yeah, this is, I mean, is just...
What's the worst eBay listing we can possibly find? That's funny, man.
I mean, people wanting 10K for a Mana Crypt is pretty...
500.
That's a big ask.
For a CGC 10. I'm telling you, man, $8 for this cat jewel one is looking pretty good right now.
I might just be completely like wrong about the LCI Mana Crypts, and maybe there is a market where people want to pay, $4,000 for a card that came out in 2023 that has other versions that are much less.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't see that, but for people that are into super competitive or for whales, I'm sure that there's at least some market for it.
All right, chat. We're about an hour into the stream. If y'all will give us just a second to hit up our sponsors via our sponsored segment, y'all go click on some links. If you're bored during this part, what you need to do is go click on the links, and if you can leave like a review or put something in your cart, or just be like, wow, those Jake and Joel fellas, thanks for sponsoring them because they rock and you're helping them live their dreams. Jake, if I go take a real quick bio, you want to hit them with the card conduit, and then I can do Dragon Shield.
Sure.
Talk after that. I'll BRB. Let me I'm gonna put you on the card conduit website here.
That sounds good. There we go. Yes.
BRB.
There are different services at Card Conduit. Card Conduit is honestly a really great tool for any sort of Magic collector. Anybody who buys cards and then might want to sell them later. It takes care of a lot of your time. For me, I value my time a lot, and so something that saves me time, that's a good thing. There are different ways that you can send cards to Card Conduit as well. You can send them a bunch of stuff. There's a price check tool that you always want to use. Make sure that you're able to identify which cards have at least some value, because you will see that with the standard service, 10% of total value, meaning you're sending them a bunch of stuff unsorted, but hopefully you've done a little bit of work ahead of time to know that some of those cards have value, or else you're just sending them bulk and they're going to charge you 3 cents per card. You're essentially just sending them stuff to send them stuff. But the standard service is really good, but I actually really like the sorted service. For me, somebody who already sorts all their cards, knows exactly what I have, price checks all their stuff, they're going to send you a list. It's very easy. You put everything in order, you ship it to them, and then you'll know within a week when they have it and start processing, and it's very easy. They just do direct deposit. So this is a really good service. Card Conduit, thank you so much for sponsoring the channel. I will be sending some more stuff out. I haven't sent anything in a while, but my last shipment went swimmingly, and I got a really good price compared to what I was expecting. So can't recommend them enough.
Card Conduit's fantastic. Super big thanks to them for sponsoring the channel. Also want to shout out sponsor of the channel, TCG Player. We use their website all night tonight. We use their website all the time. There's links everywhere. Description in the Discord. If you're buying over there on TCG Player, use our link and hang out in the Discord, because a lot of times, especially during like bonus bucks days, good percentage off days, I'll ping the Discord and be like, yo, if you've been holding off on purchases, or if you got a cart full, now's a good time to go and buy.
Or patrons will do that too.
Oh,
They'll
yeah,
be like, hey,
yeah.
you know, that's one good thing about being in the Discord is everybody kind of works as a team to point out the stuff that's good.
100%. Shout out to our sponsor, Dragon Shield. Let's give these away tonight. Look at these. They've got like a little panda dragon. Have you seen these before?
Ooh.
They're called the Pendragon.
I can't see your stream. I cannot see you.
I see. Here, I can... Pendragon. I can search it on Google for you, and you'll get the...
I see.
Experience.
I think I know exactly what you're talking about, though.
These here.
Yeah.
The Pendragon.
Yeah, those are cute.
Who wants
like
the
those.
Pendragon sleeves? Let's run a little giveaway.
Oh,
for
chat.
them.
Chat, this is great. We got to 85 likes. We got 200 people watching. Can we get to 100 likes?
So
I'd like to get to 100 likes now.
We got more Ravnica Remastered to talk about tonight. Don't think that we are done. We're going to look at singles prices, best pulls, things like that. See if we can make some calls on where we think prices are going to get to. Jake, I need a keyword. Did you give any Dragon Shields away during your stream last week?
No.
First Dragon Shield giveaway of the year.
I sent some Dragon Shields out to somebody, but it was just something that I had forgot to do before the holiday. So
cool. Hashtag first of the year. Hashtag first of the year is going to enter you to win some Dragon Shields. We'll send these to you if you live in the continental US. Hashtag Pandragon. No, hashtag first of the year, and I'll send you these cute dragon panda sleeves. I'm seeing eligible users pop in. Make sure you're typing in hashtag first of the year, hitting that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't. We're trying to get to 100K this year. Me and Jake and all of his snot want to get to that 6 digit. That's what we're looking for.
Yeah, we would love that.
So subscribe, homies. You'll help us achieve our dreams.
Congrats on going full time. Thank you, Al. We appreciate you.
Really appreciate that. It is.
And thank you for watching the beginning of the stream. That's pretty crazy.
I don't know if anybody's ever read the book, The Subtle Art of Giving a Fuck, but one of the chapters in there talks about how nobody has no problems. Everybody has some type of problems. And a lot of times if you're improving or getting worse in your situation, you're just trading some problems for other problems. And so it's awesome. Don't get us wrong. It's sick to be excited to get up and do something to like support yourself. But it is nerve-wracking as hell. We're not traded publicly, I'll put it that way. Do you think we'll get on the NASDAQ one day?
No.
You don't want to, you don't
like
believe in
yes
JJ,
and, but I like a negate too.
JAJM?
Oh, I think it would be JJAM, right?
JJAM. Yeah, that's our ticker.
Yeah. I think it would be JJAM.
Travis, you got to type it out. 1est of the year is not what we're typing. Hashtag first of the year. We'll run this. We'll give away these Dragon Shield sleeves, and we'll look at some single prices.
Yeah, we're gonna look at some singles prices aside from the serialized stuff. We probably will look at some serialized car prices to get a good gauge. But what we should do is look at serialized completed listings.
Yeah.
And that will give us a good idea of what people are actually paying for serialized cards.
Let me open this up.
Oh
Rippin'
God,
shit.
I love
Lance,
how you
thank you for
spelled
letting
again.
What'd you say?
I love how Darth spelled again. Jakey Joe, you on that NASDAQ again?
Again. They're typing it out as it sounds.
Again.
I don't want to say coming out of my mouth live on stream, but that's how it sounds coming out of my mouth.
Don't say that. Let me see what I have for serialized cards here. I'm just looking myself.
Sorry, I'm trying to avoid a technical difficulty here. Ooh,
It's fine.
I'm closing.
I just want to see what is sold.
out.
Geez, some of these serialized cards. Price plus shipping for a Gem Mint non-serialized Lord of the Rings elf ring is $12,000. Unreal. The One Ring borderless poster foil, this is number 57 of 100, is $11,500.
Shit. Matt C, congratulations. Matt C, you won the Pandragons. DM me on Discord with your address. You know how it goes. And I'll fire those off in the next mail day. Congrats.
6,000 for a Gilded Lotus. Oh my goodness.
6,000 for
funny.
a Gilded Lotus? What Gilded Lotus is that?
Number 115 of 500.
Oh, I see. You're looking at some serialized silliness, I see.
I'm just looking at all these prices that people want for these cards.
They can want, but they might not get.
I want to see what people actually paid.
All right.
It's completed.
Want to show y'all Spec's numbers here. Big shout out to Spectre. Let me see some math symbols in chat for Spec. Math symbols in chat, everybody.
Oh, Spectre, you did not need to do this.
Spec is the man.
You didn't need to do
We
this.
got a lot of different. Let me make sure it's looking good for y'all.
You did this for a product where the most expensive card in it is $29. You're fired. You're fired. You're crazy.
I unshun you. And
you could be you're reshunned.
You're rehired. No, unshunned.
You're reshunned infinity.
Unshunned for infinity. I win.
Okay. All right.
There we go. Now we're talking. Now we can see.
I love a good shunning battle.
I understand how much you like
She
to
goes,
shun
but I
duel.
did. Oh, all right.
These
No, I
are
do
the
appreciate you taking the
EVs. These are our expected values for Ravnica Remastered. The set where a booster pack is $8. Just want to remind y'all of that. 79 rares. Average rare price is $3.35, with the highest one being $17. 23 mythics. Average price of a mythic is $8.39, with the highest one being a $30 mythic. And I imagine that's Bruvac, right? Yeah. So your top hit in the set is a tangentially playable.
It's not a $40 card. It's not a force of will.
This is like a fringe playable scarcity.
I like him.
Exactly, chat. It gets the Jake stamp of approval.
I like him. Yeah.
It's going to
Bruvac.
3. No, I'm just saying that the most expensive card in this set, being Bruvac the Grandiloquent, is not gonna hold.
And then a Cyclonic Rift, and then
That'll
you have
hold.
all of the Shocklands.
But then look, you've got some value down from there. From Karlov up. So Karlov of the Ghost Council is a huge scarcity play here. Fantastic commander, though, by the way, being featured in that video on Saturday. Make sure you go watch it when it comes out. Karlov of the Ghost Council is scarcity. This price is going to go down. Liliana Dreadhorde General, this isn't scarcity at all. This is a above $10 card that'll get down to probably guessing $7, $6, but then it'll probably recover. It's played in Commander. People want copies of it. You got shocks that people are definitely going to play. And then you got a really strong artifact that was printed at Mythic here. $14?
They should make Goblin Guide Mythic.
Cloudstone Curio, I don't know if it's a $14 card because it is strong, but it's not every deck strong. Like Cyclonic Rift. Or even...
Cyclonic Rift is a Mythic. I just can't, bro.
But the thing is there are cards on here. Like,
They should have made the Shocklands Mythic.
I just don't really see these holding prices you see here. Obviously, everything's going to go down in the short term. Maybe the long term, if it turns out like Dominaria Remastered, we'll go and check out those numbers here in a little bit and see how those singles are doing. But for an $8 pack, your average rare's $3. You're getting a lotto ticket that says, no, not in these. There's no serialized in the $8 pack. What is it? You got to buy the $20 pack to get a chance at a serialized card. How much are those packs right now?
About 30.
Oh wow, $30.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Oh my god, dude. I thought this was a $20 product. I had started building commander decks from this set with commanders that are getting reprinted, and it got me excited for this set. Our segments here tonight have pushed me the opposite direction.
I mean,
at least for
$30
buying this
is
to
like
open. The singles are going to be dope.
Yeah, $30 is any combination on, like the Mexican menu at with like rice and beans, and then also like 2 margaritas.
Oh,
so
dude.
like for me, $30 is like I'm gonna go get 2 margaritas and eat a whole meal. I don't know if I spend 30 on the Ravnica pack. I think I could go for the margs.
No, man. $30. That is a lot. That is a lot. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and say that it's not a lot. It's a lot. You do get a bunch of rares in there. That's, a possibility. But you got to spend $30 to get the lotto ticket. I did see this post. Look at this post on MTG Finance here.
Yeah, this is good.
Min max here. Lance, if you're still in chat, I think you've probably moved on, but if you're still in chat, if you could give me those stats again. I can't remember. Oh, you gave them to me in Discord, didn't you?
Lance is like that. Those darn Jake and Joel. I give them my videos to show them.
No, here,
and
I
if
got
there's
it.
not a serialized card, they're not into the product. He's like, I'm done with them.
Okay,
He's like,
so
I have
Lance,
to separate myself.
Lance's stats here. Let me get out a notepad so I can write it down for everybody.
Someone who's good at Photoshop. Can you get Photoshop some hands and then put abs on all of the knuckles?
80 collector boxes, 13 cereals. Okay, so these were Rip and Ship's stats. Was 80 collector boxes. You said 80 times 12?
80 times 12.
960 packs.
Yeah, so you need to go 13 divided by 960, I believe.
That's
so
about
1%
right.
of the time.
That's about right. Isn't 1%? Isn't 1%
right.
the promised percentage?
I think it is, yeah.
That's about right. So MinMax Games posted on it, RMTG Finance, and said we just opened 20 collector boxes and ended up with 139 Shocklands across all treatments.
Ooh.
So 20 boxes. How many packs are in there?
12.
20 times 12.
Yeah, 240.
240 packs there.
Yeah.
And they got, what'd they say?
113.
5
139.
cereals. And 139 shocks.
Jeez. What is 139 divided by 240?
Hang on. 5 divided by 240. Okay, so they beat the box.
That's
here.
Pretty good.
And they had a 2% on that. This we determined was 1%. Codlern's not here, right? Nobody's seen Codlern talk? No. I want to know how many shocks he's pulled. Probably a shit ton. I doubt he's
fingers are working out.
Yeah,
I
dude,
guarantee you.
He's been going hoo-ha, 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 hoo-ha.
Lance is
Double
on like a
days,
hangboard
baby.
next to Alex Honnold, just like holding on to. He's getting ready for some bouldering.
139 divided by 240.
So
wow.
57% of the time,
dude,
getting a Shockland per pack. That's not bad.
Yeah, I
that
mean,
ain't bad.
There's like 3 or 4 slots.
But if I go out to eat at my favorite Mexican restaurant and I order my meal and they bring me back 1 Sacred Foundry, I am going to be a little bit upset.
Yeah.
They're like, no margaritas tonight, Mr. Jake. Just a Sacred Foundry for you this evening. I'm going to be like, well, what did I come here for? They're like, well, you should have just bought your own food and made it in your kitchen.
Hometown, expand on that. I want to talk to you about that. What do you mean by that?
Yeah.
Jake, no. You can keep talking about the Mexican restaurant, bud. Just go ahead.
I think I'm just hungry.
Oh.
Let's just not listen to me anymore right now.
I think I'm hungry. I want a serialized taco. Whoa, Spectre and I thought the same thing. So yeah, so there's your rate of pull on your serialized and your shocks and your collector product here. That's that's confirmation there. Hometown said numbers like this tell me the low number of boxes sold on TCG cannot last. There's no way. Let's take a peek at our draft. No, let's take a peek at our collector booster boxes here. Your sell through. $15 there, $256. Ninth there.
Just too rich for my blood.
$250.
That guy that we love, Spectre, did all that work for $29 card.
Interesting. Hometown said this sets the lowest number of boxes sold for an MTG release up to this point.
Wow. I would guess that Dominaria Remastered played a part in that.
Yeah, let's go and look at Dominaria Remastered too. We're gonna look at singles, I promised y'all. We kind of got wrapped back up in this. This is a very interesting product to me. I don't know why it's so interesting to me.
Because Bruvak is the most expensive card in it.
That's what I look for in sets. I want a random mill legend at the top end of my set pulls.
Yeah.
That'll sell the boxes. That's what the kids want. A mill
Cards in
legend.
the product are not. Well, it's one of those things where it's like typically a set is top heavy and they put a couple of mythics, but then it has a very middling rare slot. But this set is stacked in the rare slot because of Shocklands. But the problem with that is we live in the variant era where all of the rares just they
4
implode.
treatments, serialized, multiple foil treatments.
Yeah, there's just too much shit going on for them to possibly retain any sort of value.
Oh, we got updated
I'll tell you, when
numbers.
you opened a pack of Gate Crash, you didn't have a 58% chance of finding a Shockland. Let's just say that.
Look at these numbers from Force. Oh my god, dude. Look at these numbers from Dominaria Remastered. And look at this list, by the way. Look at this list and tell me the feelings that this list of cards, everything else in a vacuum, this list of cards, tell me the feeling it gives you versus this list of cards right here. Which one makes you feel better? Which one makes you tickle? Because there's an answer, and there's a correct answer.
I mean, the people that value real estate could very realistically like that other one more, but this is just like, the other thing is a sweaty list of like CEDH cards. It's like you have Vampiric Tutor, you have Sylvan Library, you have Enlightened Tutor, Worldly Tutor, you have Mystical Tutor, you have stuff like Entomb, Birds of Paradise, Mystic Remora. Those are all cards that are staples, but the problem with this set is it lacked the land slot. There was no land slot,
bro. You couldn't put a land in this. That's too much heat. That's too much heat, bro. There's no way you could have put a land slot in this.
No, because this set, I don't even really feel like this set, because of Force of Will kind of falling. I mean, compared to Ravnica Remastered, this set looks like a freaking home run right now, right?
Yo, look at this. This card right here is a fantastic example of what Bruvak is going to do, but probably worse. No Mercy. When this set was announced, No Mercy was a $40 card.
Scarcity.
And now it's a $5 mythic.
Yeah.
Look at these moves. Force of Will, 90 to 51. 41 to 30. We're a year removed from this set at this point.
Sneak Attack used to be like a $60 card, dude.
Sneak Attack has gotten
it was in Sneak and Show.
Many reprints.
Yeah. It used to be, it's a legacy card, but there's just too much Sneak Attack. Oh, wow. It even got a Wilds of Eldraine printing.
Yes, dude. Triple.
Holy cannoli.
Because you got mystical foiling, whatever, regular, and then storybook.
Oh, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah. So crazy. Dark Depths, $17 mythic rare, $5.
That card used to be extremely expensive, too.
Draft booster box of Dominaria Remastered. Announce EV 389. Release EV 156. So that shows you what all that scarcity play will do. Current EV 125. Price is a little bit better than no. Oh, this is collector boosters. Looking at drafts.
I mean, those Dominaria collector boxes, I remember when we first bought those, the store that we bought those from reached out to us. I forget who they were, and they said, hey, we didn't mean to sell you those at that price. I mean, we made a whole deal about, you know, shouting out their channel and stuff because they thought that they sold those to us at a low price. But you can see right now the current EV of it,
yeah,
$125. It's like one of the worst collector boxes.
This
probably
is draft.
Because it doesn't have
draft.
any sort. Oh, this is draft.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Well, even the collector boxes were like 300 when that set came out, and now they're down to like what, 160? What did I just see on Amazon? Like 160?
Commander Masters here. Announce EV here. 251 EV for a box at release. 229. This set, a lot of people have not been opening this set.
Yeah, give me just a moment. I need to use the restroom.
Sure.
BRB.
Chat, I'm gonna have a lot more free time. Gonna be making a lot more videos. Thinking about doing some random streams during the day. Anybody want to watch some like arena during the day? Just hang out, play the matches I normally would. I got some information from Hometown we're gonna look at about boxes sold, Dominaria Remaster versus Ravnica, and then we will finally look at singles to wrap out the show tonight. Appreciate everybody hanging out. Jenny Thing, welcome to the Token Creatures. Appreciate you joining. DJ Zam, 17 months. Appreciate that. Congrats on the full time. Thank you very much. Sorry, kind of catching up here. Thanks to everybody becoming a member of the channel. You get our anthem if you join the channel as a token creature. +1/+1. Flying, vigilance, first strike, haste, indestructible, and all we got to do is sacrifice one of y'all at the beginning of the turn. That's not bad. I like to stand. I've seen a good strategy of people standing behind other people when we go to pick who we have to sacrifice. So is Dominaria Remastered a good investment now? Dr. Danny, I don't know about good investment, but I will say, I mean, look, let's hop back over here. The price of a draft booster box, we don't have the collector booster numbers here, but if the price of a booster box right now, current EV is 125 and your price is 101. Now, this is an imaginary number made up off of statistics, not guaranteed.
Yeah.
But getting those boxes, honestly, getting those boxes for $100, that's an interesting
good onboarding.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a good onboarding product for somebody who's new.
Open it up if you're brand new, great opening experience, great drafting experience. If you got a pod that meets regularly, these are great to just snipe at $100 and put on the shelf.
Yeah, it's a fun product to draft, and you know those tutors in that product are, with the exception of Vampiric, all at rare. So you should be pulling a nice array of cards. If you get a good box, you could probably come up above that 100. But like we've already talked about, just so many of these cards have gotten reprinted in so many different variants that a lot of the rares and stuff, they just, even with demand, they can't really hold that value. And Phil, yes, we are full time right now.
Look at these statistics. This is Dominaria Remastered. 9,598 boxes total sold through TCG Player. With the average cost of the draft booster box being $162. Now it's at $100
for just a draft. Or is this collector?
This is, you've got both lines here. Draft, average 162. Your collector booster box price with 2,300 units sold, $260 average.
Oh my goodness, I feel bad for. So
in January, in the month it came out, 4,759 boxes purchased. With the month before it come out, 1,304. The month this is coming out, 348. With the prior month being 309. The prior month here was 1,300.
Maybe they brought the printing way down on this.
That's all boxes sold. Why would they have any reason to bring the printing run down on this?
Maybe because they like overprinted DMR? I don't know. I have no idea because I don't look at I don't know those numbers intimately. but the difference is staggering. Yeah, hometown.
I think that this set is where the rubber has finally hit the road with community fatigue. I think that we loved Lord of the Rings. We loved LCI. We are excited for new standard sets this year, but just peppering these premium or masters or horizons, whatever, just constantly peppering us with those in between lets us not enjoy the main sets more. You know how much more I've enjoyed LCI, Jake, because we've had extra time to spend with it.
Yeah,
I've done extra drafts of it, man. I've loved it.
I'm a fan of it, yeah.
But they keep peppering these in, and I think at this point it's not even like I'm saying, oh man, we're finally voting with our wallets. I'm saying it's just naturally like everybody's like, dude, I'm good, I'm tapped, bro, chill. Watsy, chill for 2 seconds. Hasbro, we don't yell at Watsy anymore in this house. I decided we yell at Hasbro.
Orniter says Rudy's latest video, he said they have brought the print numbers down and he sold out of his allocation, and that's talking about Ravnica Remastered. I mean, maybe they did, because the thing is those Dominaria boxes, I'm just saying, as a business, I don't want a product to come out and be like $260 to $280 a box or $300 a box, and then a year later look at that same product and go, wow, those are $160, because I know all of those people who bought those are going to look at that and go, damn, what the shit was I doing? So maybe we have a bunch of people that aren't buying up front now that are waiting. They're going, well, I'm going to wait 6 months before I even touch that, you know? Or maybe it really is like they cut the supply in half just because they're like, we don't want those boxes sitting there for X amount of time so that people can look back and go, wow, look at how much that price dropped. They want products that are going to perform well. I wouldn't want something that people can look at and as like a big reminder of an oopsie they made, you know?
The month that Lost Caverns of Ixalan came out, 10,679 boxes sold. This to me says that players are ready and hungry for good standard sets, man. Like,
it's also a Jurassic Park in it too.
It had Jurassic Park for sure, but people liked Eldraine, and that didn't have an IP. It just had the Enchanting Tales. But what I'm saying is, it used to be like it used to feel more special when we got like Modern Masters, when the Modern Masters set was coming out. And that's due to a lot of factors. Variant era has kind of crushed that whole thing because the pulls just don't, I mean, that's a whole different conversation. But at this point, I feel like we get so many premium, reprint, serialized, that when you get us back to just good, fun gameplay, strong limited environment, splashy effects, cards that can go into multitudes of formats, I think players want that. Players are ready for that. And the numbers are showing. Do you think if Hasbro execs had sat in an office 2 years ago and you had said, look, the Commander Masters set is not really going to kill it for us? Hey, Hometown, do you have those numbers? I'd love to see Commander Masters if you've got them for me. Thank you for, by the way, big claps in chat. Hometown TCG just dropping the fucking knowledge on us here tonight. Thank you. If Hasbro executives had sat in an office 2 years ago and said, we've got a standard set coming out that's going to crush our Commander Masters release, and people are going to look at Commander Masters and go, cool, but they're going to buy the shit out of Lost Caverns of Ixalan, I think that they would have been in disagreement. I don't think they would have agreed with that sentiment. But here it is.
I think in order for somebody to know how something is going to work, they have to be kind of like
a wizard,
ingrained in that niche, right? I don't think, because yes, if a Hasbro executive is sitting at a table going, well, product X did this, and product X has, you know, A, B, and C
right.
attributes
Those
to it.
modern master sets always kill it. Why don't we do more of those?
But then they don't know about Esper Sentinel. They don't know about Ragavan. They don't know about the cards that make that set good. They just expect, well, it's got that name, so it should just be good, right?
Yeah, exactly. You put Commander Legends on it. Why didn't it sell? Oh, well,
right.
We set an expectation for what a Commander Legends set was, which was basically Commander Horizons. And that is not what we delivered the second time we used that name.
Yeah. And yeah, thank you to Hometown TCG chat. Hometown TCG is a YouTube channel as well. Make sure to go check out that channel if you just can't get enough of your MTG finance market type stuff. It's always covering that kind of thing.
Look how wrong I was, chat. It did sell better. Lost Caverns, you got 18K. This one's comfortably at the end of its 21K, near 22K. This one sold like
it has good cards
cakes.
in it.
Yep. July and August. Wow. This one had the one strong number. So there you go. The Hasbro execs would have been right about disagreeing. They would have been like, nah, I think Commander Masters is going to do it, bud.
Yeah. You have people that were probably drafting it. That comes into part of this. You know, it's a very fun set to play. The problem with this set, because I've drafted it a few times, is the games get very grindy and they go long. They go very long because you'll get people playing a commander game that gets dirtily, board gets wiped a couple times, and then you have just like a stabilization. Sometimes people get to the point where they like mill themselves. The format goes so long.
7,500 collector booster boxes of Lord of the Rings sold versus your Commander Masters here. Look at this.
Ooh, that tells them a lot.
Oh my god, dude.
You also have the One Ring Hunt.
Oh yeah, 100%. But this is all they had to
serialize.
This is like a slide in a slide deck, bro, that they were preparing to go to Disney and say, we need Marvel. Look at what we did with Lord of the Rings. You know what we could do if it's got Iron Man on there?
Yeah.
We can put redeemable hunting for artifacts cards in there. Yeah, it's very interesting. Let's look at some singles. This set right here, y'all. Ravnica Remastered is going to be, I know nobody cares about it, but like this, I really think it's going to be interesting to watch over time what this one does, because it's kind of crazy to me, some of these numbers we're seeing. And the opening experience that we saw at the start of the stream versus what you'd have to pay to get these packs and boxes. I just think everybody's at the end of their rope, man. I think everybody's just like, you milked me last year. You told me Marvel's coming in a while. At some point, I probably need to save for that.
Mm-hmm. Spectre says the One Ring sold for half of the LOTR opening weekend. It's true. It is true.
How many weeks did we go until Brooke found that?
It was pretty early. It was only like a couple weeks in.
Yeah, it was a few weeks, right?
Yeah. It wasn't even a month, I don't think.
I remember how many tweets people had were like, that card's never going to be found. Everybody just forget about it.
I thought it wouldn't be found for a long time.
Yep.
I thought Star City Games would find it or something.
These are pre-order prices, so take these with a grain of salt, chat. But these are our singles right now for Ravnica Remastered. You can see here that our Brewvac is, oh man, it's just $45 anime borderless right now.
Yeah.
These retro frame Steam vents, Shocklands, Watery being the most expensive one you can pull. $44. Yeah, it's with these pre-order prices like this, it's tough. Jake, with these retro frame shocks, do you think in a bubble retro frame shocks or fetches are worth more money? Should be valued higher. That's a better way to ask the question. Should
I mean,
retro frame
one of them
shock
goes to
or
the
a
graveyard
retro?
and one sits on the battlefield. I mean, from that perspective, you know, a shock land is cooler because you're going to tap it the whole game and use it. I don't like the price of any of those.
No, these prices are not anywhere near what we want to see here, but Watery Grave, this is going to be our most expensive one, most likely. Let's look at all our Watery Grave variants and see what we can determine from our prices here. We got a couple of versions here, do we?
The fetch lands, I mean, fetch lands work in so many more formats, right? Because fetch lands grab dual lands. You know, in Commander, you're always going to want some fetch lands.
I mean, you're marketing $10, $12 for a playable copy of Watery Grave. Retro, this just doesn't line up. You see, retro being $40 just doesn't line up. You're telling me that that's going to be more desirable than this one? I feel like right now people consider this one the most desirable Watery Grave. Maybe your Expedition if you like the Expeditions and you really want to pay a premium. But for like a border, a base copy, no foiling craziness.
Yeah.
Which one do you like the most out of these?
I like the Expedition one.
Of course you do.
Yeah, I like the Expedition one.
Zendikar
I have a single
Expeditions.
one. I actually traded an Expedition Arid Mesa for an Expedition Watery Grave. And the Expedition Watery Grave has outpassed the Expedition Arid Mesa for what it's worth.
Well, there you go.
It is a shock with blue in it, though.
I think Psych Rift is going to dominate our singles over time on this. Looking at the expected value here.
Yeah.
On our chart, I mean, Psych Rift, Breeding Pool, Psych Rift, Breeding Pool, Sacred Foundry. Cloudstone's not going to be here, but it'll be in the top 10, probably. Crypt, Liliana. I don't think it'll stay in the top 10. Neither Karlov. These lands down here are probably going to overtake them. These won't ever get out of this range. They'll go further and further down. So you'll have like a little middle area here where you've got like Psych Rift, some of the shocks, maybe Curio. Then you got the rest of the shocks, and then you'll have like Lily, Karlov, Lord. Then you'll have maybe another couple shocks, and then you'll have the rest of these mythics and stuff that'll all be $8. That's kind of how I think this list is going to shake out.
Years ago, Dark Confidant would have been a card that would have helped sell. You know, now Dark Confidant is a very, to me, humble $10.
It's like selling Jace the Mind Sculptor in a set. You're just like, okay.
Even to Fairy Time Raveler, they upped it to Mythic because it's like, they're like, well, we got to figure out some sort of way to make it, you know, not lose all of its value. If we make it rare, then even Time Raveler is going to tank in price.
Yeah, they really need to do some non-reprint sets here for a little while, please. Just give us a break.
Yeah, I mean, this is the result of, you know, years of reprint train. We've made it past 2020 when the variant era started, and we've been making it, or actually, God, that was late 2019, right?
Yeah, the reprint era is sort of a sub era of the variant era. You've got the reprint times when it was like 2021, 22, 23, just slammed a ton of prices on a ton of staples that were all way too high. You remember when we were complaining about fetches before those came out? I mean,
oh yeah.
I don't know if that
I
was
used
1,
to
2,
say
or 3,
that,
but
like, I can't wait to buy Scalding Tarn when it's sub 40, you know?
Right.
Like,
yeah.
we're so far from where that was. So far.
Yeah, exactly right. Wolfsbane with the $2 super chat said, did they reprint 5 mana Teferi in Dominaria? Let's see, that's Hero, right?
In Dominaria Remastered? No.
Oh, that's the emblem.
I did not.
Teferi Hero, man. I tried to get into Standard when this thing was in Standard. Oh, wow, look at this. Oh, wow, look at that. That's a $100 card. I've got this.
That's from the Guilds of Ravnica Mythic Edition.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, of course it's down. Of course
I
it's
traded
down.
one of those years ago when this card was worth, I think, around like 180. I traded it for a Scrubland, so I'm actually stoked on that.
My advice to everyone would be, if you're pulling anything that you're seeing on the screen right now, try and trade it into something else. Try and flip it into something else. You don't have to go run and sell your cards, but like use it as trade bait out the gate. It's exciting that you pulled a Watery Grave, I promise, but right now, if that can get you $30-$40 worth of trade.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. If you could trade any of this stuff away, I probably would.
I'm on the
I know
trade
that
train
you
now.
have like
Jake,
a retro.
Jake got me on the trade train. You helped me.
Help you get on the trade train?
Yeah,
It's fun to trade.
I got my trade
great.
binder here. I was never really like a trade binder guy, but when Jake was here in December, he sat down in my office and was like, "We're putting you a trade binder together."
I have this condition where when I look through people's stuff, my eyes can't help but see the stuff that's valuable. And so I want to put all of that stuff in a group. You had some really good stuff, man. You had some old
I've got
fun
a lot
ones
of good
lurking
stuff.
about.
I have no organizational system whatsoever.
Yeah.
I need to get on that. Yeah, it's just I see Brokilla. Brokilla said no one's gonna want to trade since it's gonna go down. Yeah, but maybe there's somebody who overvalues it right now.
Possibly.
Even getting speculative value on these kinds of things, they're just not gonna hold $44.
I mean, there's a lot of FOMO with each set. I see it every time because we kind of know how the song and dance is going to go when a new set comes out. It's going to come out. There's going to be a lot of hype. There's going to be a lot of FOMO. People are going to open a lot. And then months later, they're going to look at the cards and go, why are these cards so cheap? Well, a lot of them made it into the MTG economy, and the demand is not there for those prices to stay that high. So once people get their copy that they need, they're no longer seeking it out.
Right.
And you get huge adjustments in price. And so it's not even at this point, it's people do it despite knowing what the results are going to be.
Here's your negotiation, bro. If you pull a Watery Grave retro frame and you want to go trade it into some value and people are like, that card's going to go down, say, all right, look, we'll go TCG low. TCG market is 45 on this, but I'll go TCG low on this, 34. Boom, there's your negotiation technique right there. It's like I'm the Wolf of Wall Street. I'm teaching you trading secrets right here in the stream for free. Just be
it's extremely
like,
profound.
Always start market price. Here's your trading advice for the day. If you're trading with a stranger, if you're trading with a friend, don't try and take advantage of them, jerk. Just be straight up. But if you're trading with a stranger, start here. Start at your market price. Then if you needed a technique, boom, boom, be like, let's just go TCG low. How about that? We'll do 34 for the Watery Grave. Booyah.
I think most people like to trade at the same thing, right? You go market for market or low for low. As long as you keep it consistent with somebody, it should be fine. Because the market is always going to be a little bit higher. You have people, it takes an average. So you have people that are trying to get insane prices for their cards in the market.
So you would try and go apples to apples? Would you ever go apples to oranges?
I would never try to trade get market price for my cards and then low price for somebody else's. No, I would just keep it consistent with at one or the other for both of us.
That makes sense. I was making a joke about apples and oranges.
I love apples and oranges. Those would probably help me out a ton right now as far as swift recovery.
Yeah. I really think that is what we have got to say about the value, y'all, of this set. It's a very interesting set to me. I had no real interest in it whatsoever, but I've been.
You should at least get your
retro,
retro shocks going because I know you want those.
Duder, you know I am.
I know that you at least want retro. Godless, Hollowed, and Watery for your Urza deck, yeah?
Yep. Let's see what I get. Wait, frame retro. It's frame old. I always forget that syntax because I feel like it's such a silly way of saying it. Frame old. Old frame.
Oh, this gets you some good stuff.
Yeah,
Cards
so these
Bastion.
are my... So, for context for people who don't know, one of my 5 active commanders in my active roster is Urza Chief Artificer, and it is an all retro frame Esper artifact creatures deck basically. And so every time we get a retro set, I get halfway there just because I get to pull some new cards. Karn's Bastion.
Supreme
Do I
is
already
good.
have this in retro?
No, this is the first retro that's
dude.
existed.
Oh no, it's not. No, the constructs don't get counters. The constructs get +1/+1 passively. All right, that's not as good for this deck as I thought.
Never mind.
Still good card. Supreme Verdict. This is a nice one.
Is that card already in there? Supreme Verdict?
Nope, no retro frame of that one.
Oh, okay. Cool. That'll be a good one.
Yeah, Supreme Verdict is a pretty sweet one to pull. It's not playable. Not playable. Yeah,
Sphere of Safety is pretty sweet.
Obviously, an enchantment deck. I like Aetherize. It's a deck that I don't have a ton of options, you know? And so
I like Aetherize too.
having some sort of pseudo board wipe is pretty sweet. That's pretty cool. Obviously, the shocks. Obviously, the shocks. I need artifact creatures. That's really the big thing. Type artifact, type creature. Yeah, that'll work. These aren't even in. Wait. Are there no artifact creatures in this set?
There must not be.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Not a
So you
single
But
creature.
this is how your deck works.
That's
it's a
how it
project deck, so
unfolds.
it's like
Yes, dude.
you get your shocks here. So that's what you get.
How many sets ever have no artifact creatures? Okay, so it's got to. They're just not giving them retro frames. I see.
Right.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Still, I need to get that. Oh shit! I did it again. Alt. Type artifact. Type creature. I gotta find some. I gotta get this. I need this.
Do you run Gingerbrute in there?
No, but I will if I have it. I need a retro Gingerbrute. It's affinity for artifact creatures. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each artifact creature you control. So it's a 6-mana commander, and I can get it down 3 max. So what I want to do is have a turn 1 artifact creature, a turn 2 artifact creature, and by turn 3 have 3. It'd be great to have 3 on there by turn 2 so that I can players on turn 3 and start making constructs. But basically, just because I want to get my commander out as early and as often as possible, I want as many artifact creatures in retro frame that I can squeeze in there that are like 2 or 3 mana. Or 1 would be great.
Right. Magus of the Bargain says these cards are awesome, but I already have 99% of the set.
Yes.
You can buy the singles for way less than that, unless you really care about the retro frames, which will drop. Exactly.
Man, Fallout's gonna be tight. We got this one first, though. I love the set symbol for this one. A dagger? That's pretty cool. I haven't liked set symbols recently. I can get down on a dagger.
A dagger is nice and straightforward.
Yeah. Pretty straightforward. Have you checked out any timeless decks, Jake?
No, I wanted to build like a mill timeless deck.
Yeah.
I've seen some of Jim Davis's stuff because he plays a lot of the timeless stuff. There's like a timeless Jund deck that looks really, really cool, like some of the old modern decks. There's a lot of good stuff. I've seen some of it, but not a ton. Did you build yourself a timeless deck?
Yeah, I've got a couple in my like deck lists. I haven't put one together yet because I don't know about the wild cards. Chat, have y'all done timeless? Anybody playing timeless on Arena? Hometown, another big shout out. Appreciate that info tonight.
Yeah, and big shout out to Spectre as
Yeah.
well for taking that time. Spectre does a ton of really good work for us here. Always like putting together numbers for new Secret Lair products. And so Spectre, this one, obviously, it's good, important info. We don't have a product that's absolutely stacked with like a high EV, but it's still good to have that info. So thank you for putting that together. I know I was memeing on you earlier and joking around about it, but we really do appreciate it. And then also shout out to all of our sponsors again. We'll say them again here. Card Conduit, if you're looking to sell some cards, that's a great tool. TCG Player, we've been using a lot. That is the official Jake and Joel or Magic store. There are tons of sellers there. You can find somebody that works for you and buy with competitive prices. And then also Dragon Shield if you're protecting your cards. And finally Moxfield if you are sorting them. There are tons of search parameters. So thank you to all of our sponsors. You allow us to be able to make these videos. And everybody, there are links to each of those services in the description of the video. So if you do decide to buy singles, when you buy them through our TCG link, it doesn't cost you anything more and it does a lot toward helping the channel. So I know we repeat that a lot, but it goes a long way.
It really does. Bro Killa said, you guys drafting this set, you're probably talking about Ravnica Remastered. If they get it on MTGO, that's stipulation 1, and we've got some time next week, we would love to. Jake and I love drafting together. Typically it doesn't fit in our normal Wednesday show slot because we like to talk about a lot of different topics there, not so much gameplay stuff. But if we can find some time next week, Jake and I have been known to randomly turn on the stream and do some drafts, and who knows what happens.
Thorbear, I have not had a chance to try out Soul Foundry, but that card is awesome. I remember we were just recently talking about that. That was in the Discord, I believe.
What is Soul Foundry?
Soul Foundry is an artifact from Mirrodin. For 4, it has imprint that says when Soul Foundry comes into play, you may remove a creature card from your in your hand from the game. And then for X, you could tap it and put a creature token into play that's a copy of the imprinted creature card. X is the converted mana cost of that card.
Oh wow.
So it's a pretty good effect on a card that's 30 cents.
Rad Stash, yeah,
card.
we pulled for the Panda Sleeves. Matt C was our winner for the Panda Sleeves tonight. Jake, so this is like my first thought is...
Oh, this looks fun.
Is we run 4 Dark Ritual, 4 Fatal Push, 4 Inquisition, 4 Thoughtseize, 4 DRS, the 1 Demonic Tutor that we're allowed, 4 Bomies, 2 Shieldred's Edict, 4 Lilies, 4 Shieldred's, and 4 One Rings. And we run it and we see what happens.
Have you played it?
No, I don't have enough wild cards for it. 7
How
and
many...
9, and I need... No, here, I can go back and then we can look at it this way. This format's just... Can y'all see that, chat? I need 11 rares and 9 mythics, basically, and I've got 7 rares and 9 mythics. I need 4 more rares and I could make it. This one is really, really enticing to me, but with Bowmasters in the format, I can't in good conscience play 4 Llanowar Elves, 4 Elvish Mystics, and 4 Allosaurus Shepherds on turn 1 just to get...
Wait, doesn't Bowmaster say you have to... It has to be like a draw thing or something?
No. In this format, Bowmasters is played as it's written.
What am I missing about Bowmasters?
When it ETBs. When Orcish Bowmasters enters the battlefield and whenever an opponent draws a card, except for the first one they draw on each of their draw stats, it deals the damage to the target. This was errated. The Alchemy version doesn't give you an ETB trigger with it. It's only when they draw.
Got it. I bet the mill deck, if there's a mill deck, I bet it doesn't take a lot of rares. I bet you can build it out of uncommons and shit.
Here, you know what? Let's see if we can just throw the main cards together. We don't have to like finish off a deck list here, but let's see what they've got. I mean, Brainstorm is in the format.
Crap.
Oh wait, hang on. I gotta turn on not collected as well. Boom. Okay. Yeah, let's see.
And then it would need to be blue. Blue-black, probably.
Oh, it's in alchemy. Hang on, let me go to timeless. Okay, there we go. So 4 ruin crab.
4 of those. And then you need the iceberg. Or no, there's another crab.
What set is that crab from? I don't think that crab is on
Oh,
arena.
it's that. Whenever another snow permanent enters the battlefield, you have to run that thing.
Oh, this is the other one for this deck?
Yeah, and then you have to run a
I
bunch
see.
of snow islands, I think.
Yeah.
Are snowlands in here?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got a couple options at this point.
So the crab, your second crab sucks.
I
It's
think
okay.
these are in the store right now. If this is a deck that you really want and you want to pimp out your snow covereds, I think that these are in the store right now. Maybe these two.
I don't know, because I don't know how much I trust the
Care.
04 crab.
Yeah,
on turn
care
2.
about iceberg can cricks.
Oh, yeah, the thing is like for 8 crab, you need 8 crabs. That thing just mills poorly. It blocks nice.
There's
I
gotta
do like
be.
an 04.
There's gotta
Is
be.
Glimpsy Unthinkable even in here?
Oh, surely not, right?
I don't think so.
Oh my god.
Oh, it is. Okay. That's a rare. That's annoying. But
Drawn Secrets.
yeah, I mean that's probably
Is this a
one of the ways
Drawn
you have to
Secrets
go.
deck? Yeah.
yeah, and then this deck is probably gonna need like removal. It's
Oh my
gonna
God,
need
dude.
like fatal push or something.
Oh, 100%. I saw somebody play an Ancient One deck that played it on turn 2 to sacrifice it to some sacrifice draw spell, and then ended up reanimating it on like turn 4 or something.
Oh, okay. It's I
Or
mean it's a
reanimating
fine
the
card. It
Carnosauruses
folds
or something like that.
it folds to removal, and the other problem with it is like you would have to cut Ruin Crab because Ruin Crab can't even mill you.
You'd get to play this. Have you tested this? Manland that mills when it attacks.
Target player mills 4. Yeah, that would definitely be like a 1 of in the deck.
Yeah, for sure.
Possibly a 2 of. Does it enter tapped?
Yeah.
It does.
It
Yeah,
does.
so probably a 2 of. Tasha's Hideous Laughter. Yeah, that would probably go.
Startled Awake never win in this deck, right? No. 13 cards for 4. You can do 10 for 2.
Yeah, like you want that to be an archive trap. It probably, honestly, as sweaty as I've seen some of these decks, or even looking at that mono black deck that you had,
Yeah.
I can already tell that this is just suboptimal.
It's
There's
tough,
just like
man.
there's not really a way to play mill. Like
Right.
even with the most like best crabs, even with like having stuff like preordained, even playing brainstorm, like brainstorm would be helpful. I don't know. I'll have to look at it later.
Check this out. This is like one of the meta best of 3 Jund decks. 4 Fatal Push, 4 Thought
Yeah, it
Seize,
looks like it.
3 Lightning Bolt, 3 Raggies, 4 DRS, the 1 Demonic Tutor you're allowed, 4 Orcish Bowmasters, 2 Shouldered Edict, 4 Questing Druid, 2 Fable. I love when a format is it's just like I'm just going to cut down to 2 Fables. 3 Jarsel, which is an alchemy card. Starting intensity of 1, and at the beginning of combat on your turn, you may cast a spell with mana value equal to Jarsel's intensity from your graveyard without paying its mana cost. And then when you do, it intensifies by 1. So you can recast your Lightning Bolt or your Thoughtseize, and then you can recast your Sheoldred's Edict or any of your Orcish Bowmasters, and then you can recast your Fable, you know, whatever. At the
How
beginning
good
of
is
combat
that
on
Questing
turn.
Druid?
Questing
This
Druid?
thing is good, but how good is this?
Oh, this card? Exile the top
Oh.
2 on the left, and whenever you cast a spell that's any color but green, you
Oh,
put a
so
plus
it's
1 counter on it.
it's like a Kyrian Dryad with upside.
Yeah, exactly. It's card advantage stapled to a scaling threat. It's so timeless card, and then Minsk and Boo just to be a mean person about it.
See, the thing that I'm actually really surprised did not make this deck, Bone Crusher Giant. That seems like a shoe-in in something like this.
I think it's just too slow. I mean, you're playing against. You're just.
I
playing,
mean, I guess so.
So much heat. It's all just heat. You know,
I mean, Bone Crusher Giant is removal and then a threat. It's like a 2-for-1 by itself. But I mean, I see what you're saying.
Like it's also, you got to think that's a 4/3, right? So that was balanced against Lightning Bolt. It wasn't balanced against Shock, and so that one has dominated formats where Lightning Bolt is not present.
Yeah.
Winota deck that Croaky's built the other day, I imported just to have it in my library so I could look at it, talk about it.
Oh God.
We're trying to get to Winota here. So
Look at how busted this format is. Everybody runs Deathrite Shaman. That's the problem with Deathrite Shaman.
4 DRS is common. If you want chat, here you go. From my experience watching Timeless, I've not played Timeless yet, but I've watched a lot of Timeless content and streams. 4 DRS is your safest wildcard spend that you could possibly make for this format. You're never going to regret having these, because even if it ends up getting banned, you'll just get your 4 wildcards back.
That's true. That's true.
DRS is bonkers. I had forgotten how strong this card is. I tweeted about it the other day. I was just like, when you watch it in action, being piloted by a skilled player, this card is just ultra bonkers. But yeah, this card is one of the ones that is super silly. It's an alchemy card, arena only. When it enters a battlefield, creatures in your hand perpetually gain. When this creature enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 green and white citizen creature token. So every creature in your hand when you cast Ropeline Attendant and it resolves, all get a perpetual passive of when it ETBs, create a 1/1 as well. Ooh, Seth Groder. Seems like 4X Bowmasters is also pretty safe. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You could spend 8 wild cards on 4 Bowmasters and 4 DRS and never hate that decision. You're going to have to play decks with black in them for a while if that's where you're starting, though.
Zurin, Hedron Crab isn't in the format, or else that would be the other thing.
Yeah.
That would be the other crab. You'd have Ruin Crab and Hedron Crab. Those are the turn 1 crabs that you need. You don't want to be playing a crab on turn 2.
Yeah,
I mean, you do want to play a crab on turn 2, but you don't want to play a 2-cost crab on turn 2.
I've been watching a lot. What is this? Forgot to label this one. Oh, this is a standard deck. Standard blue-black.
So are you going to put any of those together?
Yeah, that's the plan. I've been grinding this season to get some wild cards going, but I'm bored. I loved LCI, don't get me wrong, but I'm bored of LCI Limited at this point, so I don't want to spend any more of my draft tokens on it. I had like 12 draft tokens going into this format, and you can see I'm down to 5 now.
How did you have 12 draft tokens?
I just, every time there's like a sale on them, or anytime I can buy a draft for cheaper, I'll just buy it and bank it, because I know I'll use it at some point. And it's nice to be able to go into a format, play it, really like it, and just be like, bro, I can draft this. I'm drafting this at a discount the entire season. But at this point, I'm at the end of my mastery. I've, been doing my quests on my couch when I'm on my phone watching Netflix or whatever. I'm just ready for a new format at this point, so I can get some drafting going, get some new cards unlocked. I'm at 99% on my vault. So it's just a matter of not wanting to spend a ton of money on this format. I mean, on this platform, but really wanting to play that format. So I'm gonna need to at some point. And you're gonna want multiple decks. You're not just gonna want one. And so after I burn 11 and 9 to get this mono black control deck, I'm immediately gonna start going, oh man, what's the next one? I want to look at the next one.
Right, because you'll run into stuff where that just gets shut down. I mean, that's going to happen with any deck. I would pick something that's good and sweaty. That way those cards can transfer over between different things. I like the idea of, you know, filling out your fetch lands. That's obviously something that you'll need to do.
Yeah, you need 20. There's 5 on there and there's 4 each. You need 20 wild cards to get all the fetches.
I wish there were a way to just like cash in 10 uncommons for a rare, you know?
Burning Upward would be a nice feature. Look at this standard deck I found a list for. I really want to try this one, but again, it's just a matter of wild cards. I took like a year and a half off of playing this game and just fell behind on sets. But this one, it controls the board.
Yeah.
Until you can big score like a Itali into the graveyard, and then Cruelty of Gixit, read ahead for 5, burn the house down 3 of. Any deck that's running 3 burn the house down, I'm like, hell yeah. Let's play that shit.
Right.
That's my kind of deck, baby.
Yeah. 5 damage. Yeah, I mean, this one looks good too. This is also timeless.
No, that was a standard deck. I was kind of bouncing back and forth between standard and timeless. That's been the 2 most fun formats to watch on stream, man. The 2 most interesting for me to want to go and play, you know? Chat, I think that's going to do it for us for this evening. Jake,
are we wrapping up?
We appreciate you.
Don't want to play anything?
We appreciate you pushing through. You want to play something?
We could just do a game and then I'll be done.
I can show you my little grindy standard burn deck. How about that?
That sounds good.
T-Wolf, I haven't seen a poison deck that's been popping. I've played against some poison decks, but I just always feel like, oh, I crush you. But I play red. Red's probably not a great poison matchup because I can just whoop all the little creatures off the board. Say oopsie daisy. No, thank you. Yeah, I can show you the matches with this. It's just a little best of 1 standard burn deck that I've been playing mostly when I don't have any quests or anything.
Yeah, I have so many packs on my account. I have freaking
a
Throne pack, a Theros pack,
Get a standard
Ikoria, Core.
deck going, bro.
I have 4 Call Time, 10 Strixhaven, 3 D&D, 3 Capenna, 3 Baldur's Gate, 3 Dominaria, 9 Dominaria United, bunch of Brothers War. I have 14 March of the Machine packs. Like, I just haven't even opened all of this, but that's probably some good wild cards there.
Oh yeah, dude, absolutely. Yeah, it's like $10 for 4 rares, and so it's $50 to just outright buy all the fetch lands. But if you spend that $50 on just packs of a set, you're probably gonna get more than that, especially if it's a set that you've been playing a lot. Like LCI, I'm over 70 or 80% completed on that set in my account. And so buying packs of that right now is going to help with my vault as well. So this is a little burn deck. It runs my favorite new card of 2023.
You do love that card.
Monstrous Rage, baby.
Why does he swing with a little bird?
It's a +3/+1 instant speed spell that gives +1/+1 and trample permanently. Uh-oh, it's the mirror.
That card, that saga, there's just so much that comes with that saga.
Kumano is so good, dude. Kumano Faces Kakazan is insanely good. All right, we got him to 14. Did you see that hit?
I mean, this looks pretty good to me.
Yeah, dude. Got another Monstrous Rage.
Isn't Monstrous Rage instant speed?
They're prowessing. Okay, the Phoenix can't block. It's a race, baby. Yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. You get that 3rd land on turn 3 and burn. It's like, that's what it feels like to chew 5 gum. All right.
Yeah,
I've definitely got you next turn, pal. You got to get me now. Can they do 16? Are they going to start being like, I stay open to block? I've got them in the air for a lot too. I've got them in the air for 6.
Is there anything that's like a
no swings,
3 damage to each creature kind of thing?
Sure, but he wouldn't be running that. They wouldn't be running that. Excuse me. Yeah, here we go. Your only option is
best of 1, right?
Oh man.
All right, well, definitely swing out before you cast your rage.
Yeah, we're gonna stay open with the lightning strike. We just got to get 5 across here. This isn't gonna save that. That's
this is still a dub.
Yeah, I think this is still a dub. That's fine.
All right, so this could be removal. GG.
And that's what that one does.
Retro.
I mean, going first, curving perfectly, really helpful for the burn deck.
Mm-hmm.
Those are 2 things that you are proud to do. Retro, what's up?
Oh, I'll tell you this, Joel. Thank you for finishing that video. We'll send that one out tomorrow. The sleepers.
I was gonna ask, can you do a thumbnail for that one and we can release it first thing tomorrow? That one's gonna be a banger, dude. Did you watch it at all?
No, I did watch it. Yeah, it's good.
I took some extra time with.
You put some good stuff.
Yeah, boy.
I appreciate you doing it because the thing is like mine is close, but with how I feel now, I'm just gonna like go to bed and then
I'll send you thumbnail faces once we get off here. I'll do chapters and send you faces. And if you'll do a thumb for that, it's up. So just like thumb it and get it out whenever tomorrow. That's on you.
I'm gonna release. I'll just.
If we draw a second land, we basically win. But we got to draw a second land.
Do you start with Swift Spear here, or do you play the Kumano first?
Because the second phase is whenever you cast your next creature spell, it enters with an additional +1/+1 counter on it.
Oh, got it.
So I'd rather have Monastery enter with haste with a +1 counter.
All right.
I've played this. I've gotten a lot of reps in with this deck.
Sabre. You're playing against Sabre.
Playing against Dunder Mifflin is a part of Sabre. Oh my god, whenever they play a tapped land in this against me. All right, so we are going to get land screwed this game, but here we go. We're pumping. We can still do this. We need to go
you need a land next turn, and you could be in a good spot.
Oh yeah. We need to go land.
One land and you're in.
Oh, bro,
like your hand isn't even terrible on a one land.
Nope. If we get Kumano next turn, oh, they're about to remove. We're playing against control. It's going to be kind of tough. Oh no, a little duress action. Get my other Kumano probably. I would take Kumano since you know, it's a multi-format staple. Here we go. Oh, please just pass. Please just take my Kumano and pass.
Ornator says, I never had you as a mono brain deck player. Oh, no, I never had you as a mono brain dead player.
Yeah, look at that. Duress and cut down. All right. We still have...
All right, well, at least you have a 2/2.
Yep. We're going to go here and just let the Phoenix Chick get... So Chick can resurrect, so I'm going to send it out there to eat the removal, basically. Whenever you attack with 3 or more creatures, you can pay red, and if you do, return it from your graveyard to the battlefield, tap and attack in with a counter on it. Ornetier, say it ain't so. Say you aren't brainwashed into thinking that mono red is
kill that thing and swing
players. Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Let's go.
Down to 11. I'm on 1 mountain.
Oh, you don't get a scry on that?
Not unless it hits a player.
Oh,
we're fine. They're getting mana screwed too. I want to see the green deck stay on 2 land, and we're gonna stay on 1 land, and we're gonna get it done.
If you can,
this is standard,
rip a land here and go Swift Spear, that'd be pretty good. Excuse me.
I think I would go Swift Spear Rage here. Yeah, come on, land. God. Okay.
We're doing it again. Oh my god.
Flex. You got to flex on them with the emotes a little bit. Tapped land.
Oh, this is honestly hilarious.
That's a sign. We're going to get a mountain next turn. I can feel it. Chat, give me your energy. They are going to take the monstrous rage. That sucks. But they're going to have to block at some point, so we're going to get that back. Land. Montagna.
I mean, mountain, and you get to go Swift Spear,
oh, you can exile a non-land card from it. I thought Deep Cavern had to get a non-land, non-creature. Yep. Land. Okay.
All right, Swift Spear, swing low,
Here
sweet
we go.
chariots.
Yep. Enjoy 4 damage.
They're like, yeah, I'll take 4.
Kill the chick.
They might just block,
I'd love my monster.
but they know they got to give you the rage back.
All right.
I mean,
Oh my god, dude.
a land here and you can win with the lightning strike.
I know, man. I need a land to strike.
That's
Everybody, I need your mountains in chat. I don't see a single red emote in chat
Look
right
at
now.
how-
Y'all are killing me. This is
Look
your
how
fault.
good you've done with a 1-lander.
I'm telling you, this deck is dope. I love this deck. I like when the format's got a strong mono red deck. Okay, so I was gonna say, so you're not gonna block,
yeah,
and
they're
you're not
not-
gonna attack. Weird.
Okay.
All right, so
This
they're up
board
to
wipe?
5.
Oh, it does have lifelink.
3
I see.
mana board wipe, and this one in those 2 colors. I don't think I've run into, but I've seen crazier things.
There is
happen.
like a -2/-2, right? Like a golden
Mana
demise.
ramp. All right, so the little Iron Crag Axiom.
What does that shit do?
Oh my god, I think we still win here. I actually think we still win here. They're gonna have a cut down. but
Just
we're
swing
gonna-
through, see what they do.
Yeah, we're gonna force them to use it. And we monstrous rage the chick probably. Okay, so I've got to use it here.
You do, yeah. And they're gonna cut down whatever you use it on. So don't use it on the Swift Spear. Use it on like
Yeah,
the chick, maybe.
right. No, it's got to be the chick here because chick dies, chick resurrects. If I can get a second land, and we got another option.
T-Wolf says, I hate mono red. Part of why I built the Spellslinger deck I did.
I've always been an aggro guy. The very first deck I ever took to a tournament as a young MTG player was it had Lava Axe in it. And I was 5.
Well, obviously you gotta kill the chick, buddy. Yeah.
I was 5 to
Okay.
the Doman all day. All right, down to 1. And go back up to 2. So
One
many
single
outs.
land.
So many outs.
One single
Any-
land.
Bro, so many outs. Fucking play with fire, a lightning strike. So many outs.
Unless
So
they
many
make
outs.
food here. What does that Iron Crag do?
Kimano. Iron Crag just gives it can turn into an equipment. It's basically nothing at this point. If they
got
want to
it.
pay 3 to get something +3+, actually that would kind of suck right now with that Deep Cavern Bat. We would need to draw a land so we could get out of this. Basically, we have a 40% chance right now to draw a red mana source. Add to that a 4% chance to draw a play with fire.
Come on, you got this shit.
Add to that a 4% chance to draw a Feldon. Inti would be a terrible draw right now.
chance, or 40% chance to draw land. I like that.
Any of our
Let's
3
just get
drops.
that lightning strike online.
Oh my god. Look at that
Okay.
shit.
All right, so swing out and see what happens. Yes.
Yeah, I guess
Or do you kill
so.
the bat?
No, I think we're just gonna try and respond with that and hope they don't have any fucking crazy life gain shit. No, we
Okay.
can't kill the bat just because we can't use the monsters. If I got a land, maybe. Basically, we want to try and play with fire here right before combat damage. So that's that.
Okay,
That's that now.
that's that. GG.
Yeah, that's that.
Unless they tap it in response to cast a cut down. No.
Let's
Okay.
go,
Yeah.
baby. 1 mana.
Good fucking game, dude.
How many mountains do you need to win a game of Magic the Gathering?
All right, I'll be right back. I'm going to use the restroom one more time, and then if you want to play one more, or if you want to wrap it
No,
up,
yeah,
we can be done.
let's just wrap it up right now here
Okay.
before you walk away. So, chat, everybody, we appreciate y'all immensely. You know we do. We've said all the things. We've talked about the sponsors. We've talked about our Patreon. Love you all. New video out tomorrow. Make sure you go watch it and drop a comment on it, even if you don't like the topic. That will support us in the YouTube. The chief of YouTube police over there, Al G Rhythm.
All right, I'm going to go blow my nose and stop doing that for all of you. This isn't some
Everybody-
sort of weird dark web room where you watch me be sick. Let's just
What time
be
does that
done.
go live?
next week.
Oh, okay, cool. Everybody, thank you so much. We'll see you same time, same place. No, we'll see you next Tuesday, middle of the day next Tuesday for Murders at Karlov Manor reveal. That is the next time we will see you. Other than that, videos posting all the time. Love you. Bye. That's it. We're done.
Bye, guys.
Goodbye.
Bye, friends.